Hello everyone and welcome back to another match of the 2023 Roulette Rivals World Championship on this actual first weekend, the first Sunday of the knockout stages, and a very stacked Sunday which is coming to close now with not the first nor the second, but I think now the fourth or fifth of the round 2 matches, and actually the first one between two of the first seeds of the championship. Group F winner Jokerj and Group D runner-up Rieper 47 playing for a spot in the round of 12. And just like last time, I'm very happy to have Janini joining me on this match. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, thank you for already giving us a stat rundown. I think everything that has to be said for this match already was said. No, but that's great. I think you summarized it quite nice. As you said, yeah, gonna be a high quality match for sure. We had a lot of those already today, and this match I'm sure will not disappoint. The winner will face Scruffy though, so yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. But first of all, you have to win here. It's always the first step.
It's definitely not an easier task, this one, or I should say, playing Scruffy will be one of the big challenges of this tournament, but
yeah,
to become a champion, you have to face the defending champion of the regular R at the very least. And they will have to start with this first to 6 match, starting in Sgàil, chosen by Jokerj. That's not surprising, and neither is Rieper 47's Santa pick, but we'll talk about the maps later on. We just need to talk about the first spin here. What we got, Yanni?
We have Sniper Rifle, no KO for Zoe Washington as event staff. And for Sophia Washington, we have Fall in the Burial Ropes.
No KO, Zoe.
Yeah. Shouldn't be the biggest problem, I'd say, especially on event stuff. Not the most convenient guys there is. Of course, you can't do like an easy phone lure from any start and then just come back later, which is something that is done a lot sometimes. But there's still many options on Sgàil, so they should be fine.
Yeah, of course, we talk about a couple of maps. You see the big red no target specification sign and say, oh, nothing's going to change here because you are never carrying these targets. That's not the same with Zoe, of course, and you sometimes find some clever snipes on Zoe, but not for this spin. You have to have the event staff ready, which Rieper is planning to do here with the chef start. I think he might be late for like the, I should say now, meta timing of the phone.
He should be.
But I know something from Rieper. Yeah, maybe you want to say that as well.
No, exactly. I mean, we already see it on the screen, so not a lot to spoil here. Gonna do exactly that to bring back Zoe, and so it isn't really a problem that he misses that. Just gonna use the harpist to bring back Zoe, and this is quite a nice timing from him. So like he has an event staff, doesn't have a sniper rifle though. This could be quite a quick Zoe kill if. Oh, but where's the sniper rifle? Yeah, it's the replan.
The sniper rifle was in the morgue, so not too far away. Although I don't really think that he had anything to open the door with, and now with the crowbar he will.
I mean, that's a fair point. You know, you have to really think about that. That like. You also need something to access that, because normally you have like an SMG always, right? Because you just get one from the guard. But not the case here. So I think that's fair to forget, but
for such a long time. I mean, for me at least, the lockpick was part of my default Sgàil loadout, and I was the lockpick gang.
Yeah.
But lately, of course, it's been replaced with at least the phone. You can think of other items, and you just never really think about the closed door because of the SMG that you get early on. But this prompted a quick restart from Rieper. I think he's still in a pretty good spot because this skill is just very nice to get early on, which Joker is not prioritizing so far.
Exactly, but I still do like the strat from Joker as well, to be honest, because he made her sick now and it's gonna get the kill as well. But if I'm not mistaken, he already KO'd Sophia, and in quite convenient spot that as well, because he's near the bridge. So once he gets the burial ropes, this could be very fast for Joker.
Yeah, you really have to take that back because I like the quick in-game time delivery of this skill of Rieper, but he's now suddenly behind and behind even more.
Yeah, I like it too. The problem is really this, because like, if Reaper would get the burial ropes now, and then make it in time for Radio Zoe, this would be totally fine. But he's not gonna make that, so of course not. So he's going up now to get the radio, then has to go back down and back up, so it costs him a lot of time.
Yeah.
I think both strats are like intuitive and viable, but oh my god, Jokerj is nearly ripped here.
Of course, there are times that you can carry the sniper, especially in the Season 3 maps, but we are not quite there yet and got in a bit of a trouble there and all these Enforcer dots to dodge. Should be safe now. That's 3 of the Raiders down. It's Sophia found by the Constant.
Oh no. I guess Jokerj wasn't expecting to take so long here, so he didn't tuck her away in a safe spot. So the Constant is gonna end up finding her. And that is really a hurtful restart for Jokerj, because I would still argue, yeah, he was definitely in the lead, and now he's just back.
Yeah, it's just so ironic because the how to say this easily, like the Constant is like not proxy triggered, but follows you in proximity, and the first time the Jokerj was near that area was, I guess, the top and the bottom of the Constant tower, and Constant immediately took that opportunity to make his way through the bridge, and of course on the way to the bridge there was the problem. Rieper now in the fall though.
Yeah, exactly. Very nice. I just need to stop this guard. There you go. Of course she's dumped there, so not dead yet, but it's set up for an easy burial ropes grab and then coming back up. So of course that's what Jokerj ripped to, so well, not actually, it's not what he ripped to, but I just in my head it got like kind of entangled because he ripped during the burial rope grab, but not to the burial rope grab.
Yeah.
It's still not easy though. That's what I wanted to say.
The cruel thing is, the Rieper could still rip the same way while getting the burial ropes and having the Constant find him. I'm not actually sure where he is right now. We can't see it on the minimap yet, but there is a part of his cycle, or you can make him walk from block down there, and he will use those stairs where Sophia is currently laying down on. But it's not like it's not enough. It's like it doesn't often happen, but can happen.
Can happen. To my knowledge, it shouldn't be in this part of the cycle, but could very well be, yeah. Trust you on that. But Rieper is now getting the burial ropes, and if what you said doesn't happen, then he's looking very good.
Yeah, that's especially worrying if you are spending a lot of time near block, then... But I see, I'm not 100% sure anymore, but I do want to say that of course the Constant is also going to be nearby, but currently I don't see it in Instinct. It should be probably near the Butler, since he's been spending some time in the tower as well. No, he's at block, but probably not gonna see down those stairs. It's gonna be a peekaboo on the Constant even.
Oh my god. That's a bit inconvenient. He is not... Yeah, this should be fine if he waits it out. Oh my gosh.
Rieper in the open door, that's a bit sketchy, I want to say. But he doesn't get the peekaboo on the male architect until now.
Yeah, there we go now, finally. That's what he wanted. Like, Rieper's doing it certainly not the fastest way to do this, as we see on Joker's side. But if this worked, he had it and he didn't rip, so that's what it's all about.
Yeah, oh, that was even a bit sketchy there for Rieper, but he got the KO before he could even turn around.
Absolutely. Looks totally fine now.
I think I'm getting some noise from you, but it might be just some fans. Not too noticeable, just...
Okay. I don't really have anything in the background, but
okay.
It's good to know.
Yeah, it's better now though.
Okay.
Anyway,
I have no idea.
Didn't want to steal the moment. Rieper now with the second kill, and opts not to go there, down to the helipad with the hostile disguise. He chose not to do that in the non-hostile disguise of the architect, but he's going to be instead chest passing down there at the east or west. It's like one of the exits, it's called. Near where he started, it's where he's gonna finish.
Yep, and you know, this nice wraparound, but should be totally fine. Of course, has to be careful not to rip to these guards, but even use the coin. Yeah, shouldn't be a problem. GG's Reaper, very well done.
3 guards, no whooshes, and the first 2 points are for Rieper, taking his opponent's map pick, which is not always important, but I think we're gonna see the stats on these maps as they come along. I think these are some strong map picks, and wouldn't be surprised to see Rieper take this one, and with a 4-0 lead, it's gonna be really hard to beat them in that point.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, like the scale pick made a lot of sense from Joker, and I think Joker did really he has some really nice strats here with the phone ISO for Sophia and then the Seeker angle on Zoe, but it just just like not hiding the Sophia just cost him, and so his fast run didn't really amount to anything, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't help. You lose the 2 points, and that's it. No matter how good your strat was.
At this point,
yeah.
Sorry about it. Yeah, at this point, I think it's just obvious that you rip once, you have a fairly low chance of winning the map. But at this point, you could be in Reaper's shoes and do it first try and still not win the map, and that was almost the case until Joker's body was found. But it was an avoidable restart, or I guess the cause of it was avoidable with some extra precautions, but Joker may do that on this longer map in Santa Fortuna.
Exactly, yeah. Santa Fortuna, of course, picked a Reaper. Also makes a lot of sense. Reaper definitely likes this map, plays this map a lot, so, of course, it's gotta be a bit tactical always with map picks, because if you want to do a deeper run, then you have up to, I think it's 9 or 10 matches that you have to play. Maximum. So yeah, always gotta be careful because you can only pick every map once, but most veteran players have enough maps that they can choose from. But of course, it's still always, I think it's always really interesting because you really do want to choose a map that you're good on, but also want to maybe save your best map, but then also need to find the exactly right one as your opponent. I think it's also a really fun game on the side.
Yeah, I was thinking about this one, and I'm just checking that Rieper and Joker did play twice before in their career, so I won't say it's a grudge match, but they know plenty about each other, and I think they respect each other. I mean, it's a given, but in terms of
no, you can
it's just not going to happen in the console goons. But Joker got a 6-0 in RR10, but Rieper got a 6-4 back to Joker in RR12. So it's 1-all in terms of the series head-to-head. And the point I was going to make is that because of that, because they know that each other can beat the other, they won't be really holding back. And Rieper, fan of the big 5 maps, I think the top 5 maps I associated with him, makes sense to me that he chose one of them.
Definitely agree. Of course, yeah, it always depends who your opponent is, how hard you have to go on your picks. But in either case, it should be very exciting. A very exciting Santa Fortuna, and spin is nearly here.
If you say so, because you knew it in advance, but we will now see if this spin is actually interesting or not. Rico Delgado is next snap as submarine engineer. Jorge Franco is kitchen knife as submarine crew. Andrea Martinez is explosion accident as the shaman. So 2 unique disguises and one that's hard to get. Shaman start and sub crew start also makes sense.
Absolutely, yeah. I think it's really interesting because those are all options. But of course, what are you gonna do here? The thing is, at least, that for the way it's set up kill, so potentially you don't have to have the shaman once you get to her. So it makes it even a bit more open, the spin. You can go for some more approaches. But it looks like Joker was going for the sub crew start, but it's still replanning.
He was... I could have sworn that he took the taser out, but what really matters is that he took the breacher in, so he probably wasn't set up for the explosion accident kill, but now he is. I want to say that this is one of the rare spins. I think it's like one of the only conditions where it would be viable to exit with the southern tip of the map with the truck in the tunnels, like on the main road down the stairs. Yeah.
Yeah, fully agree. Actually, would be very cool to see. Joker now going for this standard sub-crew start, the old way. Rieper is in the meantime going for the new way of getting Rico to reroute to the secret tunnel instead, which is of course a bit faster and also makes them more accessible to villagers guys like Submarine Engineer. Don't have to walk as long, so just a lot more convenient. So I like this a lot from Rieper.
I was gonna say perfect placement there, but Rieper is going to place it a bit further away. Pretty sure that Rico will check it regardless. I was just seeing the video today, like showing this chat in details, and like it was a particular spot, so you could get the the loud snipe from afar. But I think like anywhere he's gonna be fine with this bubblegum, since you're gonna go back and snap his neck later on.
Absolutely, yeah. What is a bit inconvenient, I mean, besides the Joker ripping, again, it's a bit inconvenient for Rieper is that he has his submarine crew now, but he also wants that for Jorge, and he needs to go back and submarine engineer. So what would have been nice would be like a proxy thing, if you would have like KO'd one of the guards and left his guys there, but I'm not sure if that's possible actually. I haven't played around with the strat, so I don't know how the timings would work out. But it is a bit inconvenient for him. It's gonna be a bit of back and forth, but I think it should be fine.
It's probably what Rieper was worried about, because you could take the extra time to, and I can imagine it in front of me, to bullet distract the guard on the door, which distracts one of them. The other one will be inside smoking the cocaine. And then at that point you might as well just KO Rico, because by the time he will be taking the bubblegum. But that's gonna take, as you said, extra time, and Rieper is here to 10, 12, 15. You might not have had the time to go for the propane, which he also really needs.
Exactly, I think you are absolutely correct in that you have to give up something here. Either you have to go back and forth for those guys, or you have to go back and forth for the propane. So either way, it's not optimal. So I think you're correct in that it doesn't really matter either way. Can now set this up and then can go back and forth with the engineer and the submarine crew.
Yeah, Reaper's making the most out of this one though, and but that's as much as we will see Andrea in the spin, because once Reaper gets to the fishing village and get the disguise, he will look towards the mansion and just go there. I'm still thinking if there could be some construction work or any like sort of difficult, sort of niche proxy there to put the disguise halfway in, but I think for this Santa Fortuna it's just not gonna happen.
For a question for like a daily spin or something.
You're right.
In this match, I think the time you would need to think about that would be more than just running back and forth.
Okay, but here we go. Reaper's gonna deny us, because the only reason he could be doing this... No, it's the kitchen knife, I'm sorry. It's not gonna be changing disguises for this small detour, but there's a kitchen knife in this dark bore.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, but also interesting point. That would have been, I mean, like here wouldn't really help. I mean, it would help a bit. Not like it wouldn't help at all. But interesting that there's a kitchen knife here. I was not aware of that one.
No, and yeah, because the only one I would have gone for is across the road with the chef and the other NPC. And you're right that it's riskier than doing this push, although people love this push. But look how quickly the body has been found, and I just cannot wait the moment when you will be spotted pushing at that lady.
Yeah, imagine if those guards would have been on the cycle, and that would have been a problem.
Yeah.
But no, it's fine. But so Rieper is now distracted the hippie. That might be his proxy.
Yeah. You're definitely correct there.
Because I don't think there's any other reason to KO this hippie. In either case, Joker did what we talked about a bit earlier, that he gave the other thing up, that he KO'd Andrea first and then grabbed the propane, which is also not, it's not the biggest detour in the world, but it's of course Fine.
You are just passing there and hunted
Oh.
now. I was gonna say that
No.
this is just so tricky there because you don't expect to be just passing if you're not just passing in the compound, but that room is off limits for anyone but Andrea and Paula.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't have expected that either at all. Like, I didn't know that. That's a good thing to know to avoid a rip.
I only know that because I'm the nervous roulette player who stands and then
Fair.
stutters in front of every zone that looks like a frisk spot, and then he was calling me out just a couple of weeks ago, and since then I'm not ripping there.
Yeah, that's fair. Always, you know, if you're unsure, that's always a good thing to do. Just like look what the NPCs tell you.
Yeah, I can't blame Joker though, because it's just not a disguise
No,
which
not at
is
all.
caught just passing anywhere really, other than the tunnels and the secret rooms.
Typically, we wouldn't expect that at all. So I think that's kind of fair. Yeah. But in either case, Reaper is now getting the key, and is using that way to get back to Rico, which I think is really nice, because, you know, utilizing the skies to get back there, and I think that might actually be, probably the fastest way. That's really cool.
I suppose I believe him and you on that. I would really love to time this one, because going from fishing village through the statue and the shrine up the ladder, that also feels kind of quick, and also Reaper. Yeah, almost missed the takeoff point from the highway.
The more I think about it, the more you might be correct, because you also have to, like, first of all go to the bar, which is, like, you know, also quite a detour, and then wait for the keys and stuff, but it probably doesn't really matter, honestly.
It's super safe the way Reaper did it, and that's what really matters here.
Exactly.
So what he has the explosion accident set up, so that's gonna be a Shaman disguise at the very end of the spin. Oh, but now Reaper has to go the long way around back to Shaman, and now that is something that I think should have been even quicker, even by isolating the Mansion Guard, taking his disguise and going back to the hippie.
Yeah, now I have to definitely agree, because this is like a very long way around. The hippie is very close to the main entrance of the villa, so that's either not the best proxy this guy's chosen, or not the best route. But honestly, we say that, and we have time to think about little things like that, because Reaper's Run is just not contested at the moment. Joker has quite a few rips, and so Reaper is just blading through, and it's not really a problem. Like Joker, I'm not sure what Joker's run would amount to, but Reaper is just, you know, it's not the fastest spin as well, that's for sure, but Reaper has all the time in the world at the moment.
The only thing going for Joker, and I'm saying that with a 5-minute disadvantage, there's no way both of these tries, I'm not saying Reaper will win, I'm saying if both would finish, Reaper would win. The only thing going for Joker there is it's a different Rico isolation, because he shot the submarine, so he's gonna go down the hippies route, but sorry, the hippo, not the hippie, the hippo.
Yeah, the hippie route. No, that's fair.
But I'm really not seeing how it would be like any substantial advantage there. It's just a different thing.
Yeah. But it's an interesting point at least. The Reaper now using the caves, which of course is now a really nice way to utilize the non-trespassing ability of this disguise here. That's looking very good.
It's
right. I mean,
yeah.
8:30 should not be the most convenient Roche timing. Oh no, Roche did just leave his chat. Okay, well, Roche is faster than I thought.
Faster than I thought as well. Yeah.
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 Sometimes Roche is slow, sometimes he's just speedrunning. So should be an easy seeker shot now.
Yeah, if he stands in the tall bushes, which is not the closest one, but
that'd be fine.
Or he's standing.
Yeah. What is that lady doing, by the way? She's standing on top of the boxes stirring the pot. What the fuck is is she doing?
I don't know. The health and safety standards on this workplace is just out of the question.
True. Very much true.
Oh my god, Scruffy, that would be the best ending. That Jorge took his cough drops and the syrup, and then no more coughing, and And he managed to get rid of his internet addiction. No more iPad checks either. What a world it would be.
That'd be something. The world would be healing. But yeah. It would be nice if you could give him, like, it would be an item that you could give him, like cough drops or I don't know. To take that every time. But yeah.
Yeah, and Time Cube's best ending would be Jorge wandering off the map, but that's only your reality, so we can't live in your world there.
Yeah, that's true. Well, in either case, we did now successfully get this kill on Jorge, changed into a legal guard, so no chance of ripping here really. Of course, has to be a bit careful with the enforcer, but should not be an issue. And it's now booking his way to the shaman, quite close from here, so it's quite nice routing. Let's see if he actually, if he just goes to the main start, or if he actually goes for the exit here. That'd be very nice.
So I'm gonna get the answer to my question while I'm asking the question, but the 10-minute timing for the shaman always reminded me that this body would be found eventually by street soldiers in 10 minutes. And look at them, their cycle have ended, and they are going to the shaman. And I'm really curious where they go exactly. They might be going to the exit we were talking about. They might just be going to near the shaman or back to the village. I don't know, but I remember this one, and it's so good to see in action. I don't think we've ever seen it in action.
Oh, meanie. So good. I didn't even know that. So cool. Wow. We learned something new here. It's an educational stream now. Let's see.
I don't know the lore reasoning behind it, because I've seen the other guard go near the plane crash. They might be mumbling something about it. I'm not sure, but I mean, you always want to jag and hide these bodies, but now especially you want to. Although, of course, you have taken care of one body.
Already gone.
Yeah, but I mean, you KO'd one, but the other one is, I think, to the right at the plane crash. No, it's in front of.
It's here. He's standing here. Well, it doesn't look like he's moving on the minimap. It looks like he's staying there.
And he's not on the minimap anymore, or the dot has been disappearing.
It just, like he disappeared. He despawned. But of course, the main exit is so close from here. It would probably be silly to go for the other one. Would have been cool to see though. But main exit makes sense. And there we go. Take the bus. It's out. GG.
Rieper choosing the right side of the bench, which would, like, it sort of did matter in this one, because I think Paula wasn't hidden, so you didn't have the extra 3 seconds to mess around. But Rieper got the finish there, and I mean, it wasn't the most exciting spins, but it wasn't the most fair coverage either, because Jokerj was just behind and did similar things 5 minutes behind.
True. So yeah. If you could show us that AFK, would be very appreciated.
Hopefully Rieper gets the hint.
Kept this run.
Yeah. Take a hint, my friend. The same type of players who sometimes don't show the essay screen are the ones to ask photo finish after 5 seconds. But I don't know Rieper that person to be, so.
No, probably not. Alright, there we go, and that's 4-0. I mean, as I said, Jokerj, I think, like, its strat is not necessarily slow. It might even be faster or something. I'm not sure. But just with the early rips again, that's really, like, I mean, Jokerj is one of the quintessential players who just plays very fast but has a lot of rips. And it just really hurts him here. So, means he's now all 4 down, and if he has to, wants to come back on this, he has to put a lot of legwork in.
Yep, it's not the first time this week that Jokerj is at 4-point disadvantage, and we know how the last one ended. But, I mean, both Ducker and Rieper are very solid players, but I think the current Rieper is even more consistent than the current Ducker, so I think it's even less likely that Jokerj could take 3 maps here. But of course, there is always a chance.
I have to agree, yeah. I mean, that's true. Jokerj did very nearly lose against Ducker and only barely touched it out. Of course, and also, Jokerj had 3 maps to warm up versus Ducker. Now he only had 2 maps to warm up, so...
Important difference.
Because Jokerj did really play very consistently, actually, on the last 3 maps. He didn't really rip a lot, or, like, at all. I'm not sure. So he looked, like, really good in the last 3 maps, but it was just was barely in time that match because of the tie on the first one. But here if he doesn't start playing a lot more consistently now, that's not going to be enough for him.
No, luckily for Joker, it's I suppose, the third quickest map of the trilogy. I mean, 126 is the second shortest record, but it doesn't really matter. Of course, New York is a shorter map on average. And Joker is the fast player, and I think the shorter the map, and the more likely he gets first try, the also more likely he out-executes Reaper. I don't think there's a big difference in execution, but I think Joker can find these quick routes just so well. I don't know, because even in Santa Fortuna, we did see that his in-game time would have been probably quicker, but of course he just cannot afford a rip here. So I'm curious to see.
Absolutely, yeah. It's going to be very crucial. Of course, Dubai is quite a fast map, so even a bit more scary if you get a rip. Like in the middle of the run, you have even less time to catch up. So really important here, but of course it also means if Joker can find a really nice fast strat, it's going to be out very quickly. But that's the general thing. We'll have to see about that. Of course, spins can also depend, but in general, Dubai just shouldn't really take that long.
Yeah. The duality of this map is really interesting, and I'm curious to see which kind of spin we get, because on the one hand there's a speedrun spin, not necessarily one that challenges Scruffy's 126 from RR11, but something that you can do under 90 seconds of in-game time, under 2 minutes of real time, and I think Joker definitely has the advantage there. The other thing, which I'm not exactly sure that he could first try it, is the more challenging spins where you have to get 1 or 2 seekers there, juggle disguises and kill methods. I mean, map number 3, spin number 3, let me know what we got here.
We have, for Carl Ingram, a silenced pistol with a no target specification as the assassin, and for Marcus Stuyvesant, explosion accident as a helicopter pilot. But yeah, you are absolutely right in that this map has some unusually tricky spins. This shouldn't be one of them. You have all the time. You don't even need to KO Marcus if you don't want to. You could just go for a drive-by. So definitely a lot of approaches here, but it shouldn't be so difficult.
Oh, you're right. It's one of those spins where you start to get overwhelmed about the 2 targets. I mean, you don't really have to worry about Carl a lot, because until 3 minutes 40 seconds he will be in position for the silence pistol kill. Joker gets hunted there. It's important first rip. But you also don't have to isolate Marcus. That's such a good approach there. Sad to see no immediate assassin grab. That's, I think, news of this week, to just use a trank on him from top of the stairs and let him walk up there, and then you can get him with the banana. Maybe that's for later, but for now Rieper starting with the propane isolation of Marcus, and Joker just really wants to get this banana ISO on the assassin.
To be fair, this banana ISO is already really fast. It's restarting before it even hits. Okay, sure, that works.
I think he shot early and would have stopped the assassin, would have been my guess.
Yeah. I assume he knows this better. But yeah, of course, right. I mean, this ISO is already fast. It's not replaying though to an art crew start. I'm curious what it'll come up with now. In the meantime, Rieper is going to just trank the guards here into setting up Marcus in this room. Of course, also very possible. Triggers an exit, of course, with this guard KO'd, but shouldn't be the biggest of issues. Then does that still have to go for an assassin grab and for the Carl kill, but he has like 2 minutes left till Carl leaves, so it shouldn't be an issue.
And now Joker with another restart, which I don't understand. He got the KO on the helicopter pilot, didn't take his disguise, and then ended up restarting there. I'm not sure what happened there.
I honestly don't really know anymore.
Or he maybe lost the breacher through the void. I'm just grasping at straws here.
Joker's playing so fast and ripping so fast that I honestly just can't follow it enough to know what's going on with him. But his breacher is there, and maybe he just wants to go for Marcus kill first now, which of course also totally works. Don't have to chase after him so much, and can still comfortably go for an assassin grab and a Carl kill. shouldn't be any trouble.
One thing I don't know about, and we will find out in a couple of seconds, is how a explosion kill, especially with maybe the door open here, will affect Carl up there. Like, loud weapons don't really change things one floor above, but explosions are just a slight difference.
Sort of louder, yeah. But Joker is actually going to knock out Marcus. And now he has a bit of an issue because he don't have a pistol. It could of course pick one up. But needs to distract this guard here. So he is going to have a problem. He's not going to drag. This is gonna be tight. If that works out, I'm really not sure.
Which guard were you thinking of distracting?
Well, the guard that's patrolling the hallway.
I mean, the snail got him and the maintenance lady.
He actually did drop the snail. I thought he just
yeah.
The snail.
My first instinct was that he was going to use it as a throne KO, which we see it lately, but wasn't the case this time.
Yeah, that was what I also would think. But oh my God, Joker headshot!
Jesus Christ! What are the chances of that?
So he wanted to do a pistol extraction, but sniped the lady instead.
I actually like missed how the the red little snapped there. I'm not sure if the aim assist killed his run and killed his chances in this match almost.
It might have.
But it might have.
Very well might have. To be fair, Rieper now in the meantime did make Carl sick to have a bit more time for that. And then in the bathroom, because he's of course allowed as assassin, just went in, killed Carl, get out, and already has Marcus set up of course, and got the helipad, caught the pilot and exited. That was way too fast for me to commentate it properly, but that is the run for Rieper. GG's to him, he's gonna take this match 6-0.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the boring preparation, we just saw the great execution of Rieper. 2 quick kills nicely in succession, and giving no chance for Joker to get one map and mount any sort of comeback. Rieper 6, Joker 0.
Exactly. Yeah, I think we had it's definitely like a pattern here that we saw the whole match, that Rieper just had some really nice strat. I don't think he runs, right? Actually, either way. Rieper definitely
small
really
ones.
Consistent here.
Small ones at
yeah,
best,
small
yeah.
ones. Okay, but generally really consistent by Rieper. And that just beat out in the end the many rips from Joker.
Yeah.
And Joker didn't play bad at all. He really had some fast strats, but it was just one too many rip on all the maps.
He didn't play bad, but it's not a gameplay which would grant you a spot in the top 12 of the World Championship. Maybe in the losers bracket. Just has to win a couple more matches for that. And speaking of the losers bracket, if I can interact with the brackets, I can show you that the first match of round 3 is now scheduled. Well, it's set, it's not scheduled, or I would be very surprised if it did. Scruffy will play the Rieper 47, that's RR12's first place finisher and the 4th place finisher, making up there in the first quarter. And for Joker, it will mean a losers round 2 appearance first in the lower bracket, and he will play Luke.BNJ. And if Joker makes it through round 2, you are one of the 2 potential opponents there against playing against Dynamos there tomorrow.
Exactly. For Joker, of course, Luke's not gonna be an easy match. Definitely shown a lot of potential. I'm really interested to see that. And then, of course, yeah, Dyn versus me, very tough, but it's and the winner of that, well, should be very interesting. And of course, winner's bracket match, Scruffy vs Rieper, is gonna be an absolute tough one for Rieper. Definitely not gonna be as easy as this one for him. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean it's for next week to discuss, but there's just not a lot of things that can stop Scruffy currently. Don't wanna say he's booked his ticket in the next rounds already, because Rieper is of course a big challenger, and looking forward, round 4 will be one of Mika challenge joint Timecube or Mike. I think Timecube is the favorite there, but we are already down to 6 players up there, and one of them will be a top 3 finisher, so brackets are cleaning up there nicely with these potential matches to think about.
Absolutely, yeah.
More potential matches to think about for the more immediate future. The currently ongoing I Like HITMAN vs Observer match is on YouTube, so there's no raidability there. Of course, it's JK Punk's YouTube, I think with Joe's co-commentary, and we have one more match for the evening, starting in 22 minutes. It's Gorg versus Boychuk for another loser bracket round 1 match, which was, well, for today we had a lot of round 2 matches, and the other type was round 1, the elimination matches, and either for Gorg or for Boychuk, the tournament will end in about an hour. And you can see more Monday matches, Tuesday matches, and no extra matches currently. It's not like the group stage where 20, 30, 40 more matches just hidden down there, but...
I mean, I think we do have all matches scheduled pretty much that weren't like decided today, and even those were a few scheduled already, so I think we're pretty much on par, but yeah, just not that many matches that could even be scheduled here, so yeah, well, but I'm sure we'll, I mean, today was very, very busy, and of course one more match to play, but I think next day should be a bit more on the lighter side, and then we'll see.
Yeah, this match, or this day, I have 10 matches scheduled, which is going to be the highest body count for a knockout stage day, so it will never get this busy, but it will get more and more important as the days and the weeks go by, and 3 more weeks till we crown the next world champion. Well then, Yanni. Sorry.
No, I didn't want to say anything more.
Well, then do say something else. Any last thoughts about this match?
I mean, yeah, I think Jokerj really showed like that he has potential, but I think he really needs to work a bit more the consistency, and then he could really make a good loser bracket run. But of course, especially if he drops down so early in the loser bracket, you have to play a lot more matches, and also potentially with very tough opponents all the time. So it's going to be very tough. But yeah, let's see if he can pack out something. Of course, Rieper still looking very consistent, I think, showing once again why he finished so high last RR and generally, and going to be very interested in match with Scruffy.
Yeah, well said. It's one of the round 3 matches to look forward to, and of course a couple more to be formed in the following days, but until then, enjoy the following matches and those which may or may not pop up, of course, in the future. But until then, also thanks to the players for playing, and well, of course, GG's to Rieper for winning and advancing, and most of all, well, apart from the viewers, thanks Yanni for joining on the co-cast and editing this match.
Thank you for having me.
And with that, I also say thank you, and see you guys in the next match. Bye bye.